Master!
Hi everyone, Master here with a brief review of the Aegis Hammerhead. The Hammerhead is considered a heavy gunship, but can also function as an anti-fighter escort or blockade breaker. It has a distinct flat rectangular shape to the front, like a hammerhead shark, as well as many turrets and missiles. The front is reinforced with extra armor in case of collisions. The Hammerhead has very standard Aegis aesthetics and looks definitely military in style. It's not a small ship at 112 meters, nearly double the length of a constellation Andromeda, so landing or docking is tricky. You may notice a gap in the middle of the ship. That's to reduce weight with unneeded parts. Crew capacity is between 3 and 9 members. The Hammerhead has 2 size 3 large shields, 2 large hydrogen fuel tanks, and 1 large quantum fuel tank and drive. All components on the Hammerhead are military class, so they are optimized for durability and combat. There is a cargo bay for 40 SCU, although you can fit some small ground vehicles in the bay too. It's not a lot of cargo, but you can carry extra ammo and supplies for the crew, especially food for the mess hall. The cargo bay has an elevator to load the cargo, and small vehicles can fit in it. There are some weird machines in the cargo bay, maybe coolers or engines, that spit out some particles, hopefully not radioactive. There is an engineering compartment on the top floor with a view of the cargo bay below. Plus there are 2 other engineering rooms in the lower level on each side of the ship. The cockpit is to the front and below the ship, as you can see here, and has a small elevator that leads to it. It has a co-pilot seat on the right with pilot seat on the left. You can see under the ship very well, which makes it easier to see where you are landing with such a big ship. The front docking port with airlock is right in the front of the ship, in the nose. It seems to be broken in 317 right now, but they'll probably fix it soon. There are crew quarters with many bunk beds, as well as 2 bathrooms, 1 for toilets and 1 for showers. It's a little strange the way they set up the bathrooms, but at least you can take a shower without smelling someone using the toilet. There is also a captain's quarters with desk, bed, and private bathroom. It is a very comfortable looking room compared to the Spartan-ness of the rest of the ship. It looks like there is a computer in the desk, but it doesn't seem to fully function yet. The bathroom is pretty nice actually. The Hammerhead also has a mess hall and pantry on the upper floor. The mess hall has a large table in the middle, plus some various food processing devices like microwaves and coffee makers. The pantry is in a room to the side with shelves for food. There is landing gear on the bottom of the ship, but the Hammerhead is so large it requires only the largest hangars. In many cases, space stations don't have hangars that large, so the Hammerhead docks with the station arms instead, using the front docking port, which seems sort of bugged in the current 317. When it's working, you can just walk through the station arm into the station, or you might be able to go dock with other ships if you dock with ships. You can also use the airlock for EVA as well. There are 2 crew elevators under the ship on each side. For emergencies, there are escape pods next to the 2 rear side turrets. For weaponry, it has 6 manned turrets, 4 on the 4 horizontal corners, as well as 1 on top and 1 below the ship. Each turret has 4 size 4 guns, Badger repeaters, and all of them have great visibility and turret arcs. The guns are very fast and perfect against fighters and ships under capital ship size. The capacitors for the turrets are very large as well, so you won't run out of power on the turrets very quickly. 4 size 4 guns on each turret is like having 6 constellation ships aiming in every direction. That is amazing for destroying ships. The side turrets pop out when in use to get better forward and rear shots. All turrets seem to have an airlock type thing in case they get destroyed, so air doesn't escape. The rear turret is somewhat below the ship, but can hit targets front and back. The top turret also can reach targets in front and behind the ship. I haven't seen any obvious blind spots for turret coverage in general yet. Finally, there are 8 size 5 missile launchers on top of the ship, with 4 size 3 missiles each, making it 24 size 3 missiles. That's pretty decent. They have a minimum range of 1.5 kilometers, but can fly pretty far, so they are best used for hitting targets beyond range of the turrets. There are no pilot guns, only missiles, so make sure you have a crew for the turrets. The ship is flyable and goes for $725 on the website in time-limited sales, or 12.5 million UEC in-game. There are some paints for the Hammerhead, like the Stormbringer and a camouflage-looking paint. Check around the website to see if you can buy them. Combat speed is 105 meters a second, and max speed is 1000 meters a second. The Hammerhead is not very maneuverable or fast, but makes up for it with sheer immense firepower, as well as tough shields and armor. It requires a decent crew to manage all the turrets, but provides all the amenities they could need. You could theoretically apply AI blades to control some of the turrets from the bridge, but they won't be as good as a human crew. The ship is best used against light or medium targets, but has taken out large targets fairly quickly as well. The main danger to this ship is either much larger ships with bigger guns, or swarms of torpedo bombers. You won't be able to dodge guns or torpedoes with this ship very well, so you'll have to rely on shields and armor, or take down your enemies first. Regardless, this is a popular ship in Star Citizen, for good reason. It's hard to take it down with a well-crewed Hammerhead. The Hammerhead is perfectly designed for orgs. You can use it for ship escort, base defense, or taking down bounties. Just make sure to have a crew, and you can have tons of fun taking out targets. You can make money very easy in bounty hunting missions. You can also do well with jump town missions or nine-tail missions. Pirates could use Hammerheads for threatening targets, but you might need a mantis to help keep enemies from escaping. Individuals won't get much use out of a Hammerhead until you can fire the guns from the cockpit with AI blades, and even then it'll be limited. Best get some friends for the ship. Purchase price is painful, but orgs can pull money together to get one. Alright, so that's it for the Aegis Hammerhead. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons to get more videos. If you're new to Star Citizen, you can use my referral code to get an extra 5,000 credits in-game. Let me know if you want me to review a particular ship or item. Check out my Patreon if you'd like to help me out. Okay, catch you all next time.